Good afternoon, everybody. My name is Shannon Slingerland, and I'm about to demonstrate how to do a proper home haircut. I'm sure all of you have tried to cut your own bangs before, right? And been like, oh my gosh, disaster. So I thought it'd be a really fun idea to show you in 6 minutes how you can actually do a haircut at home, following these few steps. Prior, before I had my education on haircutting, I cut my brother's bangs, and it was really a disaster. They got really short, and of course he was embarrassed in how to go to school for many days that way. So after I went to school, I actually showed a neighbor. Her name was Chrissy in Dallas, where I had education with Tony and Guy, and it just really saved her life and lots of money and time. So I figured it'd be a great way to share my knowledge, since Vidal Sassoon is one of my biggest inspirational hairdressers. One of his great quotes was, "You either create something and keep it a secret and die, or you can benefit the craft." So anyway, I'm going to get started. I've just sectioned this in 2 sections, usually starting at the lowest recession. And all you're going to need is a comb, scissors, and some trimmers, really. The water, clean hair. So you're going to pick up your comb and scissors together. A lot of times you want to keep them in the same hand, but that's mainly for professionals. So starting on your less dominant side, which obviously I'm right-handed, so I'm going to start over here. You're going to take parallel sections and you're going to hold it straight out from the head. Now basically it's going to be parallel to the parting. Rule of thumb. You're always going to kind of set the comb somewhere. You can go in and cut straight across, or it's kind of an easier way just to kind of like tap into the ends to keep it softer. So from there, you're going to take your next section and you're going to comb that section into the next section to find your guide. And you're going to actually cut right through there, okay? You're going to do that to the ears on both sides. Check and make sure they're even. You're going to work that all the way through the back. Same way. You're just going to take subsections, comb into the next, and that's going to give you a nice even haircut all the way around the sides. From there, you're going to drop the top of the hair, and you're going to always stand behind the person. That's a very important key point. One of the best ways to find the difference between the front and the back is you're going to comb the hair forward, and this is a little trick. I'm going to share it with you. And you're going to set the comb on top of the head. Now where the comb actually leaves the head is exactly where the top of that person's head is. So it's kind of neat to know that, because sometimes that can really make a haircut look terrible. Cut the back really short. So mullet in the back of the crown, I guess. So anyway, so you're going to comb it all in the back, and this is really going to be pie shapes. So if you take your comb and you put it at the top of the head here, you're just going to go around and you're going to do pie shapes all the way around the head. And you're going to connect it with a guide. So you pull straight up to your guide and you just cut through that, and you're going to work yourself all the way around. This is actually more of a square haircut, so you don't cut too much of the corners off there. And you're going to do it on the other side as well, coming into your section, just as before on the side. And you're going to be done with the actual back of it. And then from the front, I'm going to hurry up here, you're going to take horizontal partings. And same thing, you're going to come back into your guide, and you're going to straight across. You're going to cut straight across, straight up. Now here's your guide. So this is where you're going to go. You're going to cut straight across all the way. This is going to keep it nice and even all the way across. And once you go through all your sections in the front and you get to the very front of the head, you're going to make sure that this is where you do not cut the front too short. You pick up the front and you're going to over direct it back into this previous section. So you see, you're going to over direct it back so that when it falls down, let me cut that real fast. When it falls, then it's going to have a little bit of length to it. It won't be too short. From there, you're just going to take a look at it. Check for balance all the way around. Check the sides. This is actually a woman mannequin. So I have her sort of feminine cut here. So I'm just going to kind of style it in her desired shape. Maybe a little side part, and probably around the ears. Just make sure that there's not anything too long. At this point, you're just going to do, this is called the baseline, by the way. And if it was a male, you would actually kind of go in around the ears by protecting it with your hand. And then here's a little hair trimmer. You're going to just kind of trim up the neck and maybe some neck hair. And this is the proper way to do a haircut at home. It will keep you from getting those major disasters, and it'll help save some time and some money, and hopefully you can use this to your advantage. Happy Halloween. Have a great day. Thank you.